Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Not My Circus Podcast. We're back here with the fellas. We got Steve, Gabe, and Giovan. In case y'all hear a little background noise when Gio talks, it's because he's in Puerto Rico living it up for a little nice spring break with his family for his dad's birthday. But if y'all want to stop, say
Real
hello.
dedicated guys. Real dedicated guys. 1 week, I brought all my stuff, my microphone, my webcam, my dad's 50th birthday, and we're still here.
That is true. All right, so the first thing that we'll start off with is little March Madness action. So we're actually taping this at 9:24 p.m. on Monday, and the Houston Cougars just won and are headed back to the Final Four for the first time since 1984. So they beat an Oregon State team that fought hard to the end, but U of H's defense and offensive rebounding was just too much. So Baylor and
Joe, real
Arkansas
quick,
are
I
playing right
texted
now.
him. Joseph,
Yes,
I State plus 10. How much did they win by?
they won by 7, I think.
Oh,
Let's go.
oh wait, plus 10, not minus.
Yeah, plus 10. Yeah,
Oh,
they had a three. Oregon State hit a three at the end to cover 7, I think. So yeah, you're fine if you had plus 10. Did you buy points or what?
I bought 2 points.
Yeah, nice. All right, so now Baylor and Arkansas are playing right now. Who do y'all think is going to win that game?
Baylor should.
I'm I'm gonna go for Baylor on
What's
that
the
one.
score right now?
So there's 12 minutes left in the first half. Baylor's up 26, and Arkansas has 11 points. So yeah, y'all's predictions are looking good. But yeah, it was. I mean, it's crazy because Baylor's women's team lost today in a tough game against UConn. Did y'all see that one?
I did not.
I didn't get to watch the game today.
I
No.
just saw
Did
it
you
on Twitter.
yeah, I didn't get to watch it. You think U of H is gonna win it all, Joe?
Baylor's tough because their next game would be against Baylor, and Baylor's tough. But I think U of H matches up well. My concern watching them is that they can't. They don't have like a go-to scorer. Like when they need a bucket, they just give the ball to that person, which is good and it's bad. I mean, everyone's a good player on their team, and they hustle and they play hard defense. They switch well, they rotate well, but they get so many offensive rebounds, which is a great thing. But then it's also a bad thing because they miss so many shots. So
Who does Gonzaga play?
let me look.
UCLA.
USC. They play
USC.
USC tomorrow at 6:15.
That'd be a good one. I mean, I thought Gonzaga probably had a pretty good shot to win it all. So
Yeah, I think
we'll see
everyone
what
for the
they
most part kind of had them
Yeah,
winning it.
I still feel like Gonzaga's just they're the better team. They've been the better team all year round. It's not Houston's nice though.
They're just a tough matchup because they D up. They just play great D and they get offensive rebounds. So even though they can't score the first time with those offensive rebounds, I mean, you give them three chance to get a bucket, they'll score then. But it's tough when you play big teams that can box out and out rebound them on the offensive side. Because that was really the story of the second half was that they stopped getting offensive rebounds, and so Oregon State was able to make a little bit of a comeback. But we'll see what happens. It's been interesting for sure.
Yeah, it's been a good March Madness. I don't think anybody expected it. I mean, it's always crazy every year, but there's been some pretty huge upsets.
Yeah, it's
So
better than last year's.
For sure.
I think I saw. I
There's
think I
like,
saw. Last I checked was Joe and Joe. Were you in first place for the bracket challenge?
I don't know, but I can look in a
probably
I
minute.
think
because his
earlier
I thought
today.
I checked it earlier and I thought
Man, if U of H wins it all, I'd
Steve,
definitely
did you
win
get
that
to
bracket.
I was gonna.
Steve, did you?
Nah, man, I got a little distracted. Got a little, yeah, I forgot to do it. But in my heart,
No, it's all good.
I got Gonzaga winning.
Who'd you? Gonzaga. Gabe,
Yeah.
who did you pick for the second bracket?
The second one I picked Gonzaga. I think I was doing pretty good in that one, but on our link, only like 4 people like made a bracket on the second chance bracket. And I think me and Eddie were like tied earlier today. I don't know about after these games.
Yeah, I saw Eddie got on, and then, but I think Joe was like killing.
Trying to look it up.
Yeah, well, he's
Even
probably because he's the only one that
logged in.
picked U of H to win it all. So he's probably gonna win it all if they do it.
What
But
did y'all?
I know
I
it's
don't know.
not.
I
It's
didn't get to tell the group, but Mattress Mac threw a big bet on
$1 million bet.
on U of
Yeah, he
H.
put a million.
Yeah,
he put $1 million
$1
on them to win it all.
Damn, he must not be that confident. It's a small bet. It's not as
Compared
typical.
to some of his other ones, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a typical bet. But I know it's side note. It's not March Madness related. But man, I can't believe U.S. men's soccer team didn't make the Olympics again.
It's
I don't
embarrassing,
understand.
man.
I how many
That's
years
like
has it
a-
been?
that's a
G.
man, because the women, you got like Megan Rapinoe. I mean, seriously, you got Megan Rapinoe like talking about like equal pay. You know, they want that, and the women's make it every year. So, I mean, something's got to change.
Every year. Yeah, but what about our soccer program just in general on the men's side? Like, how are we not? I mean, how are we not at least making it to the Olympics? I'm not saying we got to win it all every time the Olympics come around, but man, I don't even remember the last time I watched the U.S. soccer team and the men's team in the Olympics. It's been what, the
It's
last
always the
4
women's.
Olympics?
Yeah, man, the women. That's kill it every year. Like Rapinoe, like Alex Morgan. They just every year they just do it. I don't know.
I saw even their
And
jersey
the
sales,
guys
I
just
think, were
win.
higher than the men's team.
We lost to what, Honduras, right? To get in.
Yeah, to Honduras. So they haven't been into the Olympics since 2016. Oh no, wait, no, I take that back. Since 2000, they haven't made the World Cup since 2014.
God, so we haven't made the World Cup or the Olympics in that long.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna have to suit up and go play for him or something. I gotta.
No, the Summer Olympics was 2008.
God, I don't know.
And now they have to wait another 3 years
I mean,
to attempt to qualify.
something's got to change, like in the management. The overseeing, like the guys that recruit. Like I don't know, like they can start
Development.
these. So I have kids at my school that literally they go to Barcelona and they go play like for Real Madrid. They go to their summer camps and stuff, and like the U.S. does none of that. Like, and if they do, it's like real like small level, like real exclusive, And
Well, I know
Didn't
there's
one of the clubs open one here?
yeah, I think Classic Elites had like an Olympic development program for some of the guys from Central were on it. I think what DJ was on it, Ryan was on it. I think Omar. A bunch of the guys are on like their youth Olympic development team, but unless they're in, I don't know. It's got to be something. You can't tell me that the U.S. doesn't have enough talent for us to build a solid team. Um, it has to be something just with development and maybe coaching, management.
Maybe all the good athletes go to different sports.
Yeah, I did.
I mean,
I did remember listening to
it's
something. I think it
possible.
was
It's
maybe on the Joe Rogan podcast. Them talk about like most of the athletes, or like that could be great in soccer, just end up playing different sports in the U.S. They focus
Yeah,
on
like football and
football,
basketball. I mean, that's
baseball.
definitely bigger here than anywhere else. I think a lot of those other countries, they don't really have they don't have football teams, and then their basketball teams aren't as good as the United States is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
100%.
were y'all able to get the y'all's pack drops today? Y'all's pre-order pack drops for NBA Top Shot?
Yep, I was able to secure a pack, so I'm excited. See if it's got anything good this time.
I
I think it's gonna
actually
be a
got a pack
2 week
on here
wait.
too.
Yeah, it's it's kind of cool. It's obviously it's not as exclusive as the ones that are very limited, um, but it is cool that they're doing these pack drops that are a guarantee. As long as you just wait in line, you're gonna get a pack. Because I mean that keeps it exciting. It keeps it somewhat interesting. I haven't won a pack drop since, was it the Seeing Stars or Rising Stars pack? I think it was the
Team
actual
Stars, I
last
think.
actual pack I got in line. It was um so, but I've been wanting to like open something and get some more moments. So I'm excited. I'm glad I at least got something this time around.
It said April 7th, right? For
That's
the
when
No,
they'll tell us when we're gonna get it.
no, that's when they'll give us an announcement. Is April 7th, but they said it's about 2 weeks till we actually get them.
Gabe, did you and Tori get one?
Yeah, we both did, and this is the first time I ever got a pack.
You by yourself?
First time by myself without help.
On a
AOKC.
on a
Yeah, man.
guarantee drop.
Thank you. It feels good. Worked hard for this.
It's crazy
This was
how
also
I've been getting texts from like family members. They're like, "Hey, what do you know anything about this NBA Top Shot?" And I'm like, "Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm not an expert, but." And he's like, "Yeah, I just signed up." He's like, "I want to get a pack," and he's like, "What do I do?" He's like, and then he was in line, and he was like, something crazy. Like when I first got in, I was at 100,000, 101, I think,
For the one
and
for
he was
today.
pretty, yeah, and he was pretty high too. And he was like, "So does this mean I'm not going to get it?" But I was like, "No." I was like, "As long as you're in line and you answer your email or are logged on when it's your turn, like you're guaranteed a pack." So he was like, "Oh, well, that's cool." And I was like, "Yeah, you're lucky on this one because it's not always guaranteed one."
It's always the pack drops that like are guaranteed for every numbers. I think this one I got in like right at like 30,000.
yeah. So
And
did
it's not
I.
like
I'm
it
like,
mattered, but
yeah.
so it's not the important ones where I want to be on a low number. I think the
That's
lowest I've gotten so far in the what? I think the lowest I've gotten so far to enter a pack drop was like 8,000,
no,
and that was for the Seeing Stars.
I'll say I didn't know that you knew there was a pack drop today, and so like I saw you, and then I got in line, but I was like 200,000. I entered my address, and I got the email, and I bought it, so I'm good. So thank you guys.
Pack secured.
Yeah, they
Yeah, we'll
just announced
definitely.
it this morning.
Yeah, it was pretty quick, but we'll definitely do pack drop opening hopefully on our next podcast once we get all of our packs in. I didn't see the list. Did any of y'all see the list for what pools? I know it says base set too, but do you know any of the players
Yeah, so
that are going to be out of the specs?
there's 52 plays that are included in this base set pre-order. That'll be brand new to Top Shot. So there's 15 rookie debut LEs, 100 each.
Is there a
There's
Lamelo?
I don't know yet, but I can check. There's 14 rookie debuts LEs where there's 1,000 of them each. There's 23 players first Top Shot LEs. Then
Okay.
there's 38 common, 3,500 each. 39 commons, 10,000 plus, and 40 commons, 30,000 plus.
Yeah.
Um,
But there is some nice LE pulls, it sounds like, and some pretty limited ones. So hopefully it's
so one of them
man.
is Lamelo Ball's first career assist. That's one of 100. And
God, I need
then
that one, man.
the other one is his first career bucket, and that's a
I need
common card.
I need both of them. Real bad, man.
Luca's behind the back pass, he'll get that again. But yeah, this one's a pretty big
It's pretty stacked. I'd
list
like
of
that
props.
LaMelo assist one. I mean, it's like when I play basketball with y'all, I always run point and I always give you a lot of assists. So it's just me and LaMelo are kind of on the same
Yeah,
level.
I kind of
So for
miss
this,
playing against Steve playing point. You know what I mean? Like, cause I like to cookie him, but
It's
I mean,
been a while.
you can't. I mean, you'll be huffing and puffing, man. I'm just like a little speedster all around the court.
I mean, double.
You ain't, you're not gonna get a lot of points out of me, but I always get
Rebounds,
what is it, the defensive player of the game. Always get
charges.
yeah, I'll take charges for the
Yeah.
team. You might get a layup or two out of me on a fast break.
I posted up like mouse
Dude,
to
on
mouse,
the
or-
one of the Spurs moments is Devin Vassell. He drains a 3-ball, and that's going to be one of 100.
Dude, his
That's gonna be
three
nice.
is nice. I
That's
think he's
gonna
shooting
be
like
Uh,
40%.
Yeah, all the other Spurs ones are going to be commons except for that one.
Is there a Keldon in this one?
No, it's a Rudy Gay for a slam, Patty Mills for a clutch mid-range jumper, Podol for an outlet, Krause an outlet pass for a jam, and
You better
then
not say-
DeMar spins into a fadeaway.
Whew, thought you were gonna say LaMarcus, man.
No,
That's gonna
no
be
Aldridge.
real upset. Real upset.
Can y'all
Can't believe
he
he's in
went to
Brooklyn.
man? Like,
Can't believe
Trash.
how
it.
easier does it get than that? Like, you're with Harden, Durant, Kyrie, LaMarcus. Like,
Well, KD's still
Marcus-
hurt, right? Is he even gonna play the rest of the season, or is he out?
Probably just resting for the playoffs.
I would have respected his move. I would have respected the move if he would have went to Miami. Like, then you would have still had to compete. But, like, if you're just going to the Nets, like, you're going to the finals. No one in the East is going to beat y'all.
Doesn't
He's
even have
third
to,
string though now, right?
to play.
Yeah,
to
he doesn't have
the
to play.
finals. That's,
It's
he doesn't
Durant,
have to play.
Blake, and then him.
He could be injured.
Yeah, I
Did
mean,
Andre Drummond pick a spot?
The Lakers.
He's
Yeah.
Oh, he did pick
Lakers.
the Lakers?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
yeah, they
If,
just did
if
that.
Davis and LeBron get healthy, I mean, the Lakers are definitely going to be there in the finals with the Nets.
I mean,
Nah.
that's a given. I don't see why Lakers wouldn't be in
They
the
can't
finals
compete.
again.
They can't
They can't
compete.
compete
with
with
two.
the Nets, though, man.
If KD's not playing, then
The
yeah,
Lakers-
I think so.
The Lakers cannot compete with Kyrie, Harden, Durant, Aldridge. There's no way, dude.
I don't know, dude. They
I-
don't have a lot of time playing
That's
together.
that's a gentleman's sweep. That's 5-game series.
That's not a no. It's not. I don't think so. If Kevin Durant's not playing, then I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk for the Nets against Lakers. If KD's out, I still think the Lakers are going to win it. No, he's still hurt.
Yeah, he's still hurt. I don't.
They said
what's
it.
his
They said it
injury?
was. I think they said it was a little bit more serious than what they were thinking because he's still out.
Joe, what do you
I
got?
don't know, Joe. Do you want? Yeah,
That's
It's
tough.
Lakers 7-game series.
Lakers. If KD's not playing, if KD's playing, then I think it's a Game 7 series, anybody's game.
Even with or without KD, I think it's Nets in 6.
Really?
If I had to pick today. They just have
What's
too
today?
much power, man.
March 29th. Joe said it.
Timestamp it. 18 minutes into the pod.
I'm saying 5 games. I'm saying 5 games.
Brooklyn.
I think LeBron is worth at least 2 games. I think they win 2 at least. But I don't think it goes much further than that.
Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, I guess I gotta see a few games with the Nets because I mean Blake just got there. He's barely played like 3 or 4 games. Marcus
Yeah.
hasn't even played a single game. I just want to see him before I make a prediction.
It's kind of cool.
It's still
Right,
early.
Gabe. It's kind of cool seeing like Blake. It's kind of cool seeing Blake like alley oops like against the Pistons. You saw that,
Yeah.
and they throw.
Yeah,
like,
I'm kinda
alley-oops
glad
at
he's
him,
back.
and
I mean-
like, he gets a technical.
All of a
lot of
sudden
people
he's
are
getting
giving
up
him
again.
Yeah, a lot of
The
people are
Pistons
giving
are like,
Blake
"Where's
like
this from?
shit
Where'd this
for not
come-"
being that good. Yeah, I mean, I've never really like hated Blake. I thought he was super cool to watch and see him and just jump out the gym. So it kind of sucks seeing like him get old and not being able to do that. But I'm glad to see him doing that again now that he's with the Nets because those are always fun to watch. Those sort of plays.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of cool. Just the West has been so dominant for so long. I think it's kind of cool. I mean, the Spurs don't have any shot right now, and who knows when the next time we're gonna have a legitimate run. So I think it's kind of cool to see a little bit of change. I mean, what are the Spurs doing, man? I mean, they're not making any moves. I mean, the only move we made was we got a guy that's been injured for I don't know how long. He's got a broken.
Well, they released him already.
Yeah, no, we got a. I can't even say his name. Just Dang.
Yeah, I
Gordon,
don't
Did you
know
say
his
his first
name.
name?
Grogu.
Grogu. He's decent. I remember when he was playing with, I think, who was he before the Wolves? He's been for the Wolves for a while, but he was like a double every night. I mean, it was like 10-10 and 10-9, but still, I don't think we
He
have a
played
lot
at
of size
Louisville,
besides
right?
total. Yeah, he was good in
Gabe,
college.
did he play at Louisville?
Yeah, he was pretty good in college, but I guess he's just kind of a big guy now. That's we're kind of transitioning away from that. But I do know he does have a 3-point shot now that he's developed. So hopefully
Yeah,
we
I
can
saw
use that
that.
to
He was a rim
But I mean,
protector and 3-point shot.
because Podol doesn't
but
have a 3-point shot, so it'd
Yeah,
be
I
cool
don't.
to
I don't
have
want to see that
a
3-point.
big that could. Hey, I mean, if he hits them, I don't mind.
yeah, but I
That's the
mean,
game now.
I still don't think the Spurs are really building a championship caliber team. I mean, they're not making
I think we're just
any
banking on our
significant
young
moves.
guys. We're just banking on our young guys to develop. We're expecting, Lonnie or Derek
But we need
White,
we need
DeJounte to
some
be like 20
some
points per game, like each of them.
but we need some veterans though. We need some leaders, like a Tim Duncan again that, could lead and develop these younger guys. I don't know if you watched the Tony Parker documentary. Um, a lot of his development
That was
was because
badass. That
of
was badass.
Tim Duncan and his leadership, and we don't have like that leadership role that could develop some of these young guys. And I mean, we have Keldon Johnson, who is a fantastic player, but he can't, carry the team. That's just not going to be his role.
Also, I feel like there's a lot of
Yeah,
inconsistency,
Keldon's.
like between like the young guys. Like one will go off for like 20 points, and then one will like have like a bad game and go like 2 for 8 and just only score like 5 points or something. Like I just feel like they just
That's
need
the
to
thing
get
with
as many
Keldon.
games and minutes under their belt.
Keldon's like, he's young. Like he's what 2 years in the league. Like, so he still has a lot to grow, a lot to prove. But the numbers he's putting up, like he can be the next Kawhi Leonard. Like if he keeps on working, like he's built for it. And that's the thing that the Spurs are looking forward to is like Keldon can be that guy if he keeps.
Jeez, dogs in the background.
Yeah,
There's someone's dogs in Puerto
Sorry.
Rico.
Yeah, I don't know where I don't. Yeah, I mean, y'all can see. Look here, let me see.
No, we can't.
We got like boats in the background and stuff. Like I'm in.
I mean, we can't see anything.
It's-
it looks like
black.
this.
I'm dedicated to you guys.
We appreciate it.
We
No,
need to up
we
our
appreciate
production, have a
it.
ticker of how many different animals we could hear in the background. I think we're like at 6 or 7.
We need someone
Thank
that's
you, guys.
certified in listening to bird noises. Like, oh, that's a
That's
a red bird in the background. All
But
right.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, I just wish the Spurs. I mean, I feel like we fall right in the middle every time. Like we're not bad enough in our record to get like a really good draft pick, but we're also not good enough to make it into the playoffs. So we always fall in this weird gray area. But then we have who is it? OKC has like the next 34,
17 picks.
like I think 34
Yeah.
picks in general, second picks for the next how many years? Like
2.
7? Or is it 2?
I thought they had like 34 picks over the next 7 years. Is that right?
God.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, I
It
don't
was
know
something
who is it.
crazy.
I mean, I don't know if
they have
y'all.
way too.
Yeah, but they could use that to trade like for big name players and stuff. Just give them like 3 or 4, picks. And
Plenty of cap space.
also, though, I mean, just because you have those picks, I mean, you still got to know the draft. Like, look at the Sixers; they just kept drafting big mans with like their first picks, and only one of them worked out. And even then, he's been hurt, half his career with Embiid. So, I mean, a lot of those picks go to waste if you're not drafting them. But they're pretty good. They're pretty good at, building their team and drafting. So I don't know if they'll go to waste, but they do have to watch out for that too. That just doesn't mean
Yeah.
they're just gonna magically get good just because they have picks. They got to know to pick.
But do you see like any like real standout like all-star caliber like a LaMelo or a John Morant right now in college that OKC could pick up in this next year or two as a first round pick? I
LeBron
mean, I
James
think
Jr.
LaMelo super unique. I mean, I don't see another LaMelo right now in
There's that one player
college.
from Oral Roberts that's nice. I forget his name.
He's kind of small though, right?
Yeah, but he
He's
went off.
small though. I was gonna say he's a little small. I was gonna say Gonzaga's got Jalen Suggs. That's the name to look out for. Because that guy is like he's like 6'5", 6'6", but he can score the ball and like he's good. So Jalen Suggs, look out for that in the.
All right, we'll see.
Greg Brown,
Yeah,
easy.
and Evan
And then
Mobley
also
from USC.
the guy from OK State, Cade Cunningham. I mean he's gonna be top.
Yeah. So what have y'all been watching? Y'all watched anything over the weekend besides March Madness or?
I started watching Solar Opposites. I don't know if y'all heard of that. It's on Hulu. Um, I actually saw it's the season 2 just came out. I already saw season 1, but it's the same creator as Rick and Morty. So it's like the same type of humor and even like the same type of like animations and voices and stuff. It's really funny. It's like about these aliens that like land on Earth and they're like trying to fit in, and it's just really funny. And like everyone in the like in their little city or neighborhood knows they're aliens, but and they give them like a hard time. Like there's like 2 guys and then the 2 kids, and like the kids go to school and stuff. It's really funny. It's definitely like if you like Rick and Morty, you'll love Solar Opposites. It's basically the same thing.
Does it have like that witty humor and stuff? I love Rick and Morty. I mean, I could watch those episodes over and over and over again. So if it's anything like that, I definitely got to check
It's
it out. You said it's
exactly
called.
like that.
Is it really?
Yeah, like the one main guy is like exactly like Rick. He's smart, and then his like companion or like his sidekick is like. It's so funny because if you look every episode, he's wearing like a Nirvana shirt or something like he loves Earth's culture. Like I feel like he won't want to leave. Like he just loves like everything. He's like playing video games or just doing everything that like Earthlings do, and the main guy's like trying to do his missions and trying to like fix their ship because their ship's like broken. So that's like their goal. It's pretty funny. But yeah, if you like Rick and Morty, you'll love Solar Opposites. And they're like 20-minute episodes and 8-episode seasons, so you could get through like in a night.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I finished up that Formula One show I was mentioning last time on Netflix. It's so good, man. I love that show. I mean, the production is just so. I super enjoy racing, but they the way that they build the season up in those shows, and it was kind of cool because it happened all during the COVID. So it if you ever get a chance to check it out, it's really really good. I think that's really all I watched. I need to catch up on the second episode of Winter Soldier and Falcon.
That
Um,
was good.
the second one was good. I haven't started yet,
Yeah.
and I still need to watch the since I've literally seen more and more and more and more uh, reviews and everything like that. So I feel like I just need to map out 4 hours out of my life to just sit there and. But also Godzilla, King Kong, in 2 days, 31st.
days.
So we'll
Yeah,
definitely be talking about that.
I was gonna say Stevan 2 days. 2 days. I know you've been itching.
God, they're gonna have to
Who's-
pay us for advertisements.
Who wins? Who do y'all have winning?
Gonna be a stalemate, and I think it's gonna go on to a second one.
Okay.
Nah, they can't do.
I like
No,
monkeys,
they
so I
can.
guess I'll go King Kong. Little monkey boy.
Or I think what I was reading, I think they were saying that potentially they could fight each other, but then it could lead to like a part two, but where they fight what is it, the mecha, like a bigger version of a Godzilla maybe. And
He'll for sure not be able to exist.
they kind of team up and fight each other. I don't know, but that and then Mortal Kombat comes out April 14th or 17th. And I've been waiting for that for a while. I'm a huge fan of the series, even though like the first two. Well, the first one definitely is good, but it has like a cult following because it's not like super high production, quality. The second one, I don't know what they did. They really messed that. I mean, I'll still watch it just because I'm a fan. So I think it's still kind of cool. But this next one's supposed to be, they finally, I think, knock it out of the park. So I'm super pumped for that one. That
Steve,
and
did
then-
you see that?
Joe.
I think I got King Kong. But Steve, did you see that Sean Paul is going live in a virtual event on April 10th at 3:00?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
He's about to release another album, Live and Livin'.
Man,
that sounds like G's
I can't
motto,
wait for Joe to
Live
be my
and
birthday
Livin'.
on that day, man. Gabe,
I've
Yeah.
been waiting for another Sean Paul album. What was the last one? Was it Duty Rock? Was that the one? Was it Duty Rock or he's like, it's like a red cover and he's like, I don't think he's like that. Is it Duty Rock? No. I remember I would listen to that thing on repeat all the time, like in middle school. Or that was, at least that was I think my favorite album at the time.
I was like,
What's it
oh,
called?
yeah.
Look it up.
No, so technically, yeah. So yeah, he did have Duty Rock. That was in 2002.
Good year,
But I mean,
man.
he's had albums since then. He's had
Yeah, but-
one in full. He's had Full Frequency in 2014. That did like nothing.
What is on Duty Rock? Do you have the playlist, the album list up, or the song list?
Yeah.
What's man? Is it Get Busy?
Yeah, Get Busy.
Good song, man. Classic.
I mean, the best song on there is "I'm Still in Love with You."
Ah, man. Good song too, man. I'm gonna listen to that album tonight.
I don't think I've ever listened to Sean Paul on Spotify.
Dude, I love I'm Still in Love with You is like a top 20 all time song ever for me. I love that song.
hey Joe,
That's
real
wrong.
quick.
Yes.
You want to see my family's watching? Remember Fluffy?
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
Denver fellas.
Yeah. They're watching that right now.
Yeah, they're watching it right now.
You know who I've been watching a lot of randomly?
He's literally talking about
is-
San Antonio right now. I just hear him.
I don't know if y'all have ever seen him, but he's a big boy too. His name's Ralphie May. Have y'all ever
Yeah.
seen that guy? Man, I've been watching his stuff recently, just like little clips and stuff like that. They'll pop up like on Instagram. He's hilarious. He cracks me up. And I was watching one of his videos of like him barbecuing. It's good stuff. He's funny, man.
Is he the one that has that like plural about like animals and stuff, like why they call them certain ways? I think I've heard that guy before.
I don't know about that.
I need to look up that video.
Yeah, you gotta look that one up.
You know who's another comedian that's pretty funny? Like on, I follow him on TikTok because he posts like clips of his stand up. Is
Bill
Namesh Patel? He's funny, man. He was on Joe Rogan, and I didn't watch that one, but I just seen him on TikTok, and like he was just cracking me up. So I've been kind of following him lately, and man, he's funny.
Namesh Patel. I'm trying to see if I've seen any of his stuff. I follow a lot of Country Wayne on Instagram.
Yeah, Country Wayne's funny.
He's hilarious. His little skits always crack me up.
Yeah.
He's good. I've been wanting to go check out that Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle show up in Austin, because are they doing that like pretty much like every weekend?
Not with Chappelle though.
It's not with Chappelle.
Not as that's not as often, I think.
It's
Okay.
pricey, isn't it? Like the tables are like over 1,000.
I think you have to get a table, and I think you have to do like a rapid COVID test to go to it. But it's apparently it's like 4 hours long. It's supposed to be pretty good though. I'd be excited to go check that
Hey, if
out.
you,
That'd be fun.
me, you, Gabe, Chris will be down. Just say the
Mm,
We could sneak a live stream, have like a little GoPro and have footage.
You can't, man. I
No, I'm
saw Dave
joking.
Chappelle. I mean, they like ziplock your phones or they lock them up. You can't even use them.
Yeah, I know, I'm joking. I don't want to get in trouble.
I mean,
Get our podcast
Yeah,
taken
I'm
down.
not
that
joking
sucks
about you.
because
Tell me.
Hey, can we come?
remember when Fayback had gotten his tickets with his friends and they were all set to go, and then they had to cancel it
Why'd
because
they cancel?
I think Chappelle
Yeah,
got
that happened
Oh, he did.
to JPO's sister's boyfriend. They had table service, and they because Dave Chappelle tested positive for COVID, so
yeah, that's right. And they were expensive. Weren't
they
they?
canceled the
Wasn't it
whole
like
show.
$250 a seat?
There was like two.
Yeah, it might have even been as high as 500 at the time per person because it was.
but I mean, but like, okay, say if you're watching like a bunch of like really big name people, you're getting Joe Rogan, you're getting Dave Chappelle, and I think they had another real big name person. I can't remember who they had, but I mean, do you think? And then plus you get your own table with your friends. I mean, do you think it still kind of makes it worth it, or you still think that's too steep to see like all these people at one time in a big show with your own table?
Personally, I'm not like a big Joe Rogan comedian fan. I
Yeah, I don't
enjoy
think
You
he's
don't
him.
like
that
stand
funny.
up?
Yeah, I like his podcast. Like I think he has a good podcast. Has great guests. But I haven't gotten into his stand up. I've tried and I'm just like eh.
I haven't
Chappelle's
seen any
funny.
of
I
I've
was
seen
his.
Chappelle. Chappelle's funny.
If you're like, if I mean, it's worth it. Like, because you get a whole table, you get like it's basically like almost like bottle service. So you get like you have a waiter, waitress bringing you drinks and stuff. So you're there the whole night, like having a good time. So it's worth it if you're gonna do like a group of like 5, 6.
Should after drinks be like 3,000?
Yeah, I was
There's
gonna
like a,
say
there's like
that's. I mean,
it's like a minimum like for the table. So it's like
Mm.
oh,
1,000 for the table. So you got to
Oh,
spend
okay.
$2,000.
So yeah, like after that, it's still gonna be 3,000 for us.
Yeah, probably. That's why Steve.
But
I
yeah,
mean, I guess it would have to be a big like a big lineup with a lot of good people to really make it worthwhile. But
Yeah, I think Chappelle would be worth it. I don't know if it's like Rogan and some other comedians, then probably not. But I mean, if you have a chance to see Chappelle, I think you should go for it because, I mean,
yeah, my cousin
Chappelle.
just saw him in Houston 2 weeks ago. My cousin Ram.
really,
He went to a show in Houston.
And he liked it.
Yeah, he said it was good.
Chappelle or
Chappelle.
so
But
I
yeah.
want to hear his birthday. I got to hear
Yeah,
about
Gabe's birthday
the
was fun.
battle. I want to hear about the battleground. I didn't hear any.
Yeah, I'm sorry that Stephen G missed it, but man, we definitely have to like plan to go back. It was so much fun. So basically, what we did is we had like a real life Call of Duty. It was like laser tag out on like 5 acres, and we had about 21 people, I think. And so it was like groups of 10, and we had like these guns. There was like different types, like ARs. There was like I think two of our friends had like this long like sniper. Frank got the
Snipers.
sniper one. That thing was huge. It was at least like 15 pounds or something. Um, basically, each gun you got to pick like a different character. The characters have like different, power ups and advantages. And the guns you got to kind of like if you picked your character, the character would have a certain gun. Each gun had different statistics on it. So if you hit someone with one gun, you would give them a certain amount of damage. So like my gun, if I hit you 3 times, you would get like um, and the guns have speakers and a little like screen so you could see how much bullets you had, if you were dead or alive. And when you shoot someone, it would be like, wounded, killed. Or then if you got shot, it would say you're dead. And if you died, you would have to go back to your tent and you get like a respawn and then you could go back out there. But man, it was so much fun. It was 2 20-minute rounds. And pretty much the way was on the acreage, like there was like a tent up here where we started, the red team, and then the team down here, which was Joe's team, the blue team. Whoever was like kind of down here had the disadvantage because the higher ground usually wins. So when we switched for the second one, the blue team won, so we were pretty much even. But it was so much fun. I don't know, Joe. You want to tell them about your experience? But I had a great time.
Before Joe goes, I have 2 questions. One, how did y'all pick the team? How did y'all pick the teams? How did y'all separate teams? And 2, how many times did Chris Rodriguez?
So one, we thought about maybe like just picking teams, like but I got there kind of late, so we were just like, let's just do, because we were all sitting at our own tables pretty much, and it was pretty even at that point, girls and guys. So we're like, let's just do it this way, and we just kind of like made it a little bit even. So it was like super quick picking the teams. If we had gotten there earlier, maybe we could have done a draft or something, but we just kind of it was perfect the way it was. So that was super quick. And funny story, so Chris was on my team, and literally it was funny how it started. I don't know about your tent, Joe, but we get inside our tent, and all of a sudden we hear like the buzzer. It's like starting, we're like, wait, what? Like our guy was nowhere near us, so I was like, I guess we're playing. So we all just like ran out. I get behind a tree, literally 10 seconds into the game, I hear Chris, oh shit, and I turn around and he's running back to the tent to respawn. I was like, how did you die already? How are you already in the gulag? It was like instant. It was hilarious. But I think he did better after that. We're going to have to ask him. Because
He learned his lesson.
I wasn't keeping track of his scores, but I personally think he got it.
It was fun. There was you started in this tent, like Gabe said, you go out. But if you were at the bottom side, you're just at such a big disadvantage because you're trying to figure out where to go. Okay, well, hold on. Before I even go there, the guide, I asked, when we were picking our characters, I asked the guy, I was like, what's the best character? Like, what do you think? He's like, oh yeah, definitely go with the, what did he say? The sub or
The scout? Was it the scout?
The scout. Yeah, he was like, get the scout and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's the best one. And like that one and so each character has 4 weapons and you can rotate them out on your gun. And like the gun that it came with it was terrible. Like I was aiming and I was getting right at people and it wasn't killing them or anything. So I did terrible the first game. And like
That's
I
when you
was just
just
running all over.
Just go run and do the melee attack.
Yeah, and I was running all over and Gabe was like, I would see Gabe and he like killed me one time. And he's like, you're dead, go back. And I was like, well no, I need to see what y'all are doing. Like I need to see what y'all's battle plan.
Yeah, Joe's just walking in the middle of our field. Like I'm like, dude, go back. You're dead.
I was like, well, I want to see where because Gabe was sitting up in a sniper area, and so he was high up, and I was like, how do you get there? I was trying to figure it out, and so I was like, okay, I figured it out, and then I went back to the tent, so that way I knew. But then when we switched, it was on 5 acres, and then so when we switched and we got the high area, like as soon as we started, I just started sprinting over there to the sniper area, and like I finally got up there, and I was just panting. I was like. I was out of breath bad because the guns were pretty heavy.
Yeah, I was so sweaty. Like everyone I looked at was just drenched. Like my heart rate, like my Fitbit, like was just like vaporing that whole like hour. Like it was a crazy workout. Like when you go, make sure you drink plenty of water and like make sure it's not too hot that day. Because I don't think we could do this again until it's like October.
Yeah, it's cool.
Sounds like me and Steve. I don't know, man. Like we can.
Yeah, 2 people on 5 acres.
Yeah.
It was a lot of ground to cover because even with 2 teams of 20 people or of 10 people each, like when I was in that sniper tower, there were probably like a minute or 2 where I didn't see anyone. So like that's how spread out the course was.
Yeah, that's why I got down.
I know, but you also had like Stephanie on your team and like Chris and.
No, but they were active. Honestly, like even the girls were like getting real into it. So that was cool. That made it fun.
How did y'all know like who was on whose team? Did y'all wear like a like
We had
something
headbands.
With
like
headbands.
headbands. Okay, I had headbands.
So
They were, like,
technically,
bright
you
red
have,
and bright
three sensors. One sensor on the front of your headband, one sensor on the back of your headband, and then one on the gun, on the front of the gun.
So
And
body
like,
shots don't do
Gabe
anything.
said the blue team.
so the blue team won one, and the red team won one.
So y'all
They
tied.
should honestly do best out of 3. I feel like if you have a tie, like, they should do something, maybe a
Yeah,
shorter,
you gotta do a tiebreaker.
like a shorter type of like shipping container map level where it's just like close corners, just everybody just run around.
Yeah, I think
and
we
stuff.
just ran out of
Or
time.
like mono,
There was
or
a
like
group
mono,
that
mono, like Gabe.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's game modes. We just did team deathmatch, but there's like even a zombie mode. There's like a capture the flag, search and
was gonna say,
destroy.
Capture the flag would actually be super fun. Y'all should have tried at least one of those. I love playing Capture the
I
Flag.
mean,
Or
we
King
didn't
of the
have all
Hill.
day.
Yeah, I don't. Honestly, 2 games was like enough. Like, I don't know if I could have done a 3rd game. Like, I would have.
I was
probably-
tired
Yeah, I was so.
because we went to Meanwhile Brewery, which was pretty cool. I really liked it there. But like
Mhm.
after that, when I came home, I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm so
Yeah, I
worn.
slept
What was your
hard
what
that
was your
night.
favorite what was your favorite beer, Joe? At that, meanwhile,
4 FORE. It was pretty good.
Was it a blonde ale?
No,
It
I
was
don't
a
remember.
Pilsner,
Gabe, do you
wasn't it?
remember?
It was a
Yeah, I
I
think
think
it
it
was
was
a
a
ale?
Pilsner.
Gabe knows them all.
Pilsner?
Yeah,
I
he's the
just
one that
I-
recommended it.
I just know Joe doesn't like a hoppy beer or anything, so I know at least it was like at least a lighter beer.
Yeah, I know. That's
Joe-
what I told Gabe. I was like, I just want something like refreshing, light, nothing too hardcore.
Dude, the beer tastes so good after that. All that sweating and running around.
Yeah, we looked
No.
out because as soon as we got there, we got like a nice little spot in a shaded area, like what I guess is normally the stage. We got like 2 big tables right there. And then the people that were next to us that were having a little birthday party, when they left, they're like, "Here, we have cupcakes, if you want them." And so we got some cupcakes. So it worked
Yeah,
out perfectly.
we looked funny at the brewery though, because everyone's like, "Why are y'all wearing camo?" Like, didn't someone ask like the girls if they're like National Guard or something? I was like, "What?" It's like, "How drunk are you guys?"
Who made your cookies, Gabe? Those are actually super cool.
So Tori actually went to this place here in Austin and got them like custom made. They're apparently like super busy. Babe, what are the names of the cookie place?
Wasn't it like Haley's Cookies or something?
Haley's,
or-
yes, it's Haley's cookies. So yeah, you have to special order them. And I think she had to like propose, like she had to send in pictures of like the type of cookies she wanted, and they like told her whether they could make it or not. And if they did, then we like moved forward and did the little designs and stuff. So those
Yeah,
were really cool,
Haley Cakes and Cookies.
and they were so good. They tasted amazing.
No, they really were. They weren't too sweet. They were just like
Joe-
perfect, super fresh.
Joe's our resident cookie expert. So
Great job, Tori. Great job, Tori.
Yeah, she really did go all out for my birthday. I really appreciate that from her. She did
Your
it all.
30th
Yeah,
birthday?
she even
I
paid
can't
for the
wait. I
games.
can't wait till Joe comes to my birthday, man.
Only for a little bit.
You're doing the
I'm buying your spot, Joe. I'm buying your spot. And Steve, if you
All right,
you're
come,
doing the
recording
little what's it called? What's it called? The little the bike cab thingy. What are they called?
it's called
Pub
Where you drink
crawl.
on
fun. It's fun. It's pub
oh,
crawl.
pub. But what are those little things called?
Yes,
Though? Like
we-
not pedicab.
We drive around
Bicycle?
It's
like
called a pub
it's
crawler. I
it's a
think.
pub crawl. Gabe, explain. Gabe,
I know
So,
what it
yeah,
is. I was just thought the name.
I think it is called
It's
pub
called Pub
crawler.
Crawler.
Yeah, I
it's
think
Pub
it is.
Crawler
Okay.
of Austin.
Okay, that's the name of it. Because they have them here in San Antonio, and they're always coming up and down Broadway and stuff like that.
when
They're
you go
always
down,
just riding around.
I was watching this documentary in Nashville, and this guy had when like Nashville was first getting big, he'd bought like 2 pub crawlers, or he bought one for like 40,000, and he has like I think he has like 15 now. He was like, just business is crazy. He's like, those are like the hottest things to do in Nashville. So I was looking them up to see how much they were, and like for nice ones, they're like 40, 50 grand.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
crazy
they
because
don't-
like, they have
yeah.
no engine or anything. They're just like
Yeah,
basically a big
exactly.
bicycle.
Yeah,
Wait, so
no
they don't have
engines
an
on 'em.
engine at all? I thought they have to have at
No.
least something.
No, everyone has pedals.
Well,
So
I
everyone
know that, but
pedals.
like,
Yeah.
okay. So say if several people get too hammered and they don't get back on the thing, like, you're not gonna have enough, human power to get you
Well, if you
back.
don't have that much, if you don't have that much weight on it, you're okay.
Yeah.
I always thought it had like a small little electric motor just to
I
get
think
like
Stevan's right.
move around.
I
They
don't
don't
think
have
there's
a motor. I promise.
No, yeah,
I
they
looked.
don't. Because I remember when last time Geo had it was like 2-3 years ago. I remember I had the aux cords. I was like too busy picking songs, and Chris and Frank were next to me, so I wasn't pedaling at all. And I turned and look at them, and they're like both just drenched in sweat, and we're like, "Dude, we're the only ones pedaling." I was like, "Oh, my bad, man. I wasn't helping them at all." And they were just, especially like some parts of Austin, it's like super hilly, so we're like going up the
Yeah.
hill. And they're just there like pedaling, and we get off at the bar, and like their whole back is like soaked, and we're like wearing like nice like polos and stuff, like we're going out, so we weren't like in
Okay.
workout gear or anything.
Yeah,
But
because
that was
so. I mean, say if the guy gets stuck, like, because you have like the main guy that just like keeps an eye on everything. Like, say if like only two people make it back after like some crazy night, like what, all three of them are just gonna pedal that thing miles back to the.
I mean, they do a pretty good job at being like a tour guide and like helping, making sure like they round up the cattle and make sure they get back. And I mean, I guess since if it was just like a group of like degenerate like friends that just like ran off into different areas.
Yeah.
and
So
stuff,
the whole point of it is
I'm calling it now. Geo won't make it back to it.
It literally. No. The whole point of it stops at like bars like on 6th Street. So it's like it's literally a pub crawl. So you ride,
yeah,
you
they have
ride
like
the bike
coupons
and
and
then
stuff.
yeah, you stop at a bar.
Yeah,
like,
so you
know,
want
it's
to like
like
get back
half-
on to
half
go to
off
the next
drinks.
bar. 'Cause- Yeah.
Yeah, plus it's early. Like they don't do them super late in the night anyway. I think they like cut them. They stop at like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
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 Well,
So they don't really go too late into it.
yeah. Well, like I know, like you want to get back on it, but that doesn't mean you're gonna make it back on it. I don't think Gio's gonna make it to the last bar. I'm calling it now. He's not gonna be on that cab.
I
When
guess
y'all
we'll
pedal
find
it
out in
back.
2
Let's
podcasts when we talk about
let's
it.
make a bet for next week then. Let's make a bet for next week. I want to be. Hey, Joe, I want to be like Chuck, Charles, and Shaq.
You have to bet K's then.
How much, Steve? Yeah, I know, right? Steve, how much?
Well, it depends where y'all brunch. Because if you brunch somewhere good, then Steve may be right.
Actually,
I mean,
I got a good spot for brunch. It's secret
There it
right
is.
now,
Where?
but you guys,
It's over.
you guys are gonna like it. You guys are gonna like it. It's a good spot.
Denny's. Get a grand slam.
Oh, I think I know, G.
So,
Is it
I think
think I know.
Gabe has an idea.
yeah.
Where,
I
Gabe?
won't say
What does it start
I
with?
won't say it.
Say it. He
Start with
doesn't
an
have to
O?
confirm it.
Starts with an O.
Yeah, it starts with an O. Yeah, Gabe's got
Yeah.
it. So
Gabe, he doesn't
one of my
have to confirm
families
it.
at my school. Gabe knows.
Yeah, I know it.
One of the families at my school just opened up this like place on what is it, Gabe, like
34th?
Lamar and
Third-
34th,
Lamar and, like,
and it's
36,
Oakmont.
36.
It's called Oakmont Cafe, and it's an awesome place. They just opened it, and we're gonna get brunch there. So I can't wait to see Joe there, and then Steve. I'll see you
Do they have
soon.
bottomless mimosas or what?
Yeah,
Are you gonna
just
find the
say
bottom?
word and-
Hey,
Yep.
G, if you can't get reservations there, you should try that Rosedale that's like right around the corner. That's where I went with Eddie and Chris, and they had those like tots and stuff. That's pretty good too. It's a nice.
That
scenic
place looked
view.
good. I think I'm gonna get reservations though because, like I said, my family at my school runs it.
Oh yeah, you should be able to get it then. You're
All right,
VIP
fellas.
over there.
Well, that was a good episode number 3. I didn't say I was going to brunch. I said I was going to the pub crawl.
Nah, you'll be there. But
All
no,
right, we'll
hey,
see.
I just want to say, hey, real quick, I just want to say this is awesome because I'm literally in Puerto Rico, and somehow I made it work. Love
Happy
you guys.
birthday to
love the
George.
podcast.
Happy birthday
Yeah,
to George.
happy birthday.
George is 50 years
Yeah.
old.
Tell him happy
Yeah.
birthday.
I will. Thank you guys.
We see
This is
we
fun.
see on Snap he's enjoying it, so he's having a good time.
Real good time. All right, fellas.
Cool.
Until next
All right.
time. Peace.
Peace out.
All right, hold on. Stay on for a second. Make sure it'll download everyone's files.
And cut.
Don't close it until your top
18.
left says your recording is uploaded.
That was a fun
100%.
episode. I think for Gio being smacked, it was fun.
And for the Wi-Fi being bad.
Yeah,
It
you
was
could
hard
have
to
it two
tell when-
times.
Dude, I didn't know how I don't know how I stayed online this whole time. I don't get it.
Your video cut
Well,
out like
you
twice.
didn't. Yeah, it said that you didn't. Your Wi-Fi was bad, but it's okay because it's recording on your computer. But look in the top left of your screen where it says EP3-2, and then 4 people.
It's
Is that
downloading.
thing next to it checkmarked? Okay, yeah. Don't log off until that downloads.
Mine's uploaded.
Otherwise, we're gonna be
Okay.
toasted.
Okay.
So
I'm worried about Gio.
So what are you doing, Joe? Can you talk to me now? Joe is too
He's just
serious,
letting loose
man.
now.
hold on. We're still live.